Hey guys and gals, this is your host Joe, Life with Josef. Here's your opening for yet another Mercury News Vengeance. I'm making three or four. I make them and then I see what I need to edit, so I'm going to have to make up a few opening and closing shots. So here's the next one, talking about a guy that I knew from New York who worked at the paper. My next Mercury News story in this vignette, I may have to split them into two. We'll see. Is I'm gonna I'm gonna put up a meme here. I have to read this. If he is not an important person to your projects, I suggest you slightly pull some of his computer cables. My internet is off. Mine is fine if you tried turning it off and on again. It didn't work. Now you see this. Well, I was involved in a situation where I and 5 or 6 other men were falsely accused by a particular employee in my department, one of my peers, for harassment. Now, I'm going to tell you guys and gals, if you even sense that you need to start taking notes, I suggest you do. Copious notes. Every contact, every time you go to the side, you either have one of these little voice dealies or you handwrite your notes. If something was witnessed, you write the witnesses' names down, time, location, all that crap. This is the long con. This is the long game. And the short story is, now again, poker analogies. By the time we had the flop, the turn, and when the river card turned, and we had to lay our cards down, I had the substantially dominant hand. I was found not guilty of everything, but they never really told me what it was, which irritated me. So anyway, this individual is on some special duty, and this individual is having to look up on the computer. Now, this is long before you could do it on your phone. God, this is 25 years ago. And this individual was in my office when we were in the tire shop. And the first time she was there, I didn't say anything. But I got on the phone after to my brother, Phil, my boss, and you all know, the coach's son and blah, blah, blah. I've not shown away from this as being the truth. So I called and said, you can't put me in this situation. So I think, okay, the next day I get there before this individual does. And I crawl under the table and I pull out the internet connection because it's still wired, but I put it in just far enough to where it looks in, but it's not in. And then I remember I've got dirt on my knees. I'm wearing short pants. I always wear short pants. So I made sure to wipe my knees off. So I'm in there and I'm doing my work, and this individual comes in and her computer doesn't work. And she says, blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't know. Call IT, call your boss. And that was the last time she was in there, because after I called my boss and said, if she's in there again, I'm walking out. I'm not safe. And that took care of that. And, I talk about the, 90 pages of notes. Well, let's just say that, this individual ended up separating from the company. I can't say I did or didn't give the idea of how to do it, but, I did. This is story time, so you never know. Anyway, that's that story. I'm going to cut this here. This is the second Mercury Vengeance. I've got at least one or maybe two more, so thank you for watching this episode. This is Joe, your host, Life with Josef, another story time. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you, and we'll see you for the next one.